I don't think I can say this. You're not recording me, are you?
No, of course not. Okay, I paused it.
Yeah, I'm ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Today on the Ktown Connects podcast, Laura teaches Donny to read.
Today on the Ktown Connects podcast, our guest has been wowing tourists, local residents, and businesses with her passion and love for her hometown of Kenosha. We connect with... Oh, wait a second here. Today we visit with the marketing director of Visit Kenosha, the lovely Laura Tyunaitis.
Cue that music!
Welcome to the Ktown Connects podcast, the #1 local podcast. And I'm Donny, one of your hosts, and I'm here with my great friend.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Jason, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm wondering what's going on in Kenosha.
I don't know.
Okay. Or if I want to go find the museum and stuff, where do I find the stuff?
I think you would go.
Should I look in a phone book?
I think so. Let's see if our guest. Do you know the answer?
I know. That would be visitkenosha.com, Donny and Jason.
And what a great website that is.
Yeah. And here we are today recording at Luigi's Pizza Kitchen, located at 7531 39th Avenue. They're open Tuesdays through Sundays. Give them a call at 262-694-6565. And their full menu is available at luigispizzakenosha.com.
Order those pizza pies.
And be sure to follow us on all the social media outlets, including Facebook and Instagram. Drop us a review on Facebook or your podcast player and help us spread the word about the hottest podcast in town. And that's the Ktown Connects podcast.
The hottest and the #1 local podcast.
Do we have any new reviews?
I think we do, Jason. We have a new review, and this one is from Nate Dog Boy. And it's another 5-star review.
Well, amazing.
I mean, keep them coming. So Nate Dog Boy says, love the Ktown Connects podcast. Wow, great local podcast. Love the hosts. And that guy Donny sounds sexy. Keep up the great work.
Is this your mom?
No, my mom can't write any more reviews.
It's something you wrote, though.
I know. It's on there. It's on there. It's on Apple Podcasts.
You do have a face for a podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Also want to thank Dropping Daisies for that killer theme song. Thank you, Dropping Daisies.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a rocking song.
It is a great song.
I haven't checked the charts. Did you see what? Is it still #1?
I don't follow those charts. I'm not sure what charts you think of. I think you're imagining them.
No, it's #1.
Because I was on Billboard today and I did not see it on there.
Oh, well, Dropping Daisies is #1 in all of our hearts here
Okay,
in
all
Kenosha.
right, I'll give you that.
So, and we're here with...
I didn't get my update on the Donny Stancato charts.
Oh, you didn't get that email?
No.
Oh, okay. It's Dropping Daisies #1, Ktown Connects podcast #2. We've fallen.
The chart...
The best things ever chart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Best things ever. Okay.
You don't know that chart?
I was unaware of that one. I thought...
Best charts by DonnyStancato.com. Yeah.
I will subscribe to your newsletter.
Thank you. Please do. Give me your email address, your social security number, and everything else, and then you'll be on there. Well, we got a very special guest in the studio today.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. Oh, my God.
Where?
One of the most beautiful, smart, loveliest.
Oh, save it, Donny.
Oh, I can't. I'm going to get it all out now. Laura from Visit Kenosha, how are you today?
I'm doing good. It's fun to be here with you guys.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for all your support. You're a big fan of the podcast.
I love the podcast. And so does Marla Dog.
Oh, how's Marla doing?
Oh, she's good.
Good.
She's good.
And what kind of dog is Marla?
She's a big fluffy St. Bernard. You can see a picture of her on the Ktown Connect social media.
Yes, you're holding the mug and the sticker, and right there, boom.
She's trying to drink out of the mug or attack Donny or something.
Yeah, that was a fun photo photo shoot.
We're a Ktown Connects podcast family.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And also, thank you for the support for the Patreon. You're
Happy
a Patreon
to do
subscriber.
it. Love
thank you
that behind the
so
scenes
much.
content.
Yes, that's where all the good stuff is, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's kind of just get to know you a little bit, and then we'll dive into the Visit Kenosha.
That sounds thrilling.
It's going to be. Actually, it's going to be riveting.
Riveting radio.
It's going to be riveting podcast.
Would you say it would be fun?
Fun 101, baby.
Ooh. Visit Kenosha.com.
Visit Kenosha.com. They have all the great fun things to do in the area.
Everything to do, yeah.
I just love their website. All right. As a little girl growing up in Kenosha, what was your favorite special event?
Oh, that's a good question. We did lots of events as a family. My dad had a barbershop downtown, and it was right across from the Kenosha News Building, which is now Herzing.
Mm-hmm.
So right across from the now Public Craft Brewing as well. And so the bike races used to go right by his shop. Yeah, but it was a really cool spot to watch one of the turns of the bike races.
Okay.
And I remember
yep.
we would ride our bikes from our house down in the Southport area down to Dad's shop, and he would always have sodas and snacks, and we felt so cool because he'd mark off a little spot for us girls to come hang out, and that was always really fun. We felt very VIP, Kenosha royalty.
Nice.
I don't know. I remember Koharama too.
Yeah.
The duck races, those were always really fun.
I don't remember the duck races.
You don't remember the duck races? It was a fundraiser. I can't remember I can't remember who it supported. But you would get to buy like a little rubber ducky, and they would bring them in on a dump truck and toss them into
Put
Pikes
every number
Creek.
on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember
And they
this
would
vaguely.
race with the current, which was fun.
Why don't they have that anymore?
Why don't they do it
Yeah.
anymore? I don't know, but that should come back. I think that was a really fun thing.
First movie you remember seeing in Kenosha?
In Kenosha. So like in the theater.
The theater.
In the theater. Probably The Little Mermaid. I'm a huge Disney fanatic.
Oh.
Bless my parents' hearts. They've tolerated that my entire life. Now my poor husband has to put up with it, but I'm thinking it was probably The Little Mermaid.
You kind of look like a Disney princess.
Yeah. My face.
Yeah, I do the kissing. I do the kissing up here, Jason.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
both are
I'm learning from you.
full of something. Full of something.
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. So yeah, because that was like 89 or something. So I would have been like 3 or 4. I feel like that's probably the right answer.
What theater? You remember?
Oh, I'm sure it was Market Square.
Ah,
We
Market
lived
Square.
right over that way.
I always enjoy going to Market Square. They had the arcade there, the movie theater. They had at the time they had a restaurant in there a little bit.
They had everything in there.
Yeah, that was a cool spot.
I feel like that has to be where it was.
So what local pizzeria was your family's go-to when you were a kid?
Villa de Carlo.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic place.
We still to this day have lengthy conversations about Kenosha pizza. My mom's from Chicago. Her family is all into Chicago pizza.
Oh, she likes the deep dish then?
No, not necessarily deep dish. I mean, square cut, thin.
Okay.
I mean, similar to Kenosha pizza.
The way it's supposed to be.
Exactly. The true form of pizza. But there were some really good pizza places where she grew up as well. And Villa is on par with all of our favorite spots in Chicago. My sister had moved away for a couple of years, and every time she and her husband would come back from either Las Vegas or Texas, wherever they were stationed, it was Villa de Carlo night.
Nice. So your dad was a barber.
Correct.
Retired now?
Yes,
Okay.
he was forced into retirement. He
Okay.
had a spinal surgery.
Oh, okay.
And being a barber, standing up and moving around is kind of a necessity.
All right. And your mom, some people might have heard her on WLIP.
Museum lady.
Yeah, Peggy Gregorski of the Kenosha Public Museum. She's pretty well known for that.
Yeah.
So, and what's her position over there now?
She is the now interim director.
Okay. I'm wondering, why isn't she the director?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
They're working on a hiring process.
Well, let's
I don't
get a
know if she's
campaign. Let's get
interested.
her hired.
I think she'd be fabulous.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal opinion. That and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, let's get a campaign going. She deserves that position.
Peggy's pretty great.
Yeah.
We'll keep her.
Now, do you call her Peggy or you call her Mom?
We have fun with that because we work together a lot. Obviously, the museums are partners of ours, really top attractions. And so sometimes we'll just have fun when we meet new people and see how long it takes them to realize we kind of look alike, we kind of talk alike, we kind of have the same attitude until they catch on, or then we'll say something kind of snippy to each other, or she'll be like, just do it. And then that's obviously not how she talks to her employees. Or she'll say, you're grounded. And then they'll look at us and I'll be like, oh yeah, she's my mom. And then she's mortified because she never wants to admit that she's old enough to have a 21-year-old daughter.
Right.
Or however old I am.
Forever 21.
That's right.
So, high school.
St. Joe's.
Yeah.
St. Joe's.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Catholic, huh?
Uh-huh.
Fun.
Uh-huh.
You guys have ISS there?
What's ISS?
Wow. Are you just saying that?
I don't know what ISS is.
Oh, okay.
And school suspension?
Yeah.
Oh, there were suspensions. People got suspended. I didn't get suspended.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I got detention a few times.
My brother went to.
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
Well, one of the times I would skip class sometimes.
Oh. What'd you do? Where'd you go?
Normally I would just not go and stay home.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sometimes I would like to go help in the marketing office, though, with my favorite friend, Pauline McTurnan.
Okay.
And so eventually I got to do that, like in my study hall period and stuff.
So you'd skip class to go and work in an office?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That trend hasn't really worn off. I'm kind of a workaholic, and the marketing thing really has stuck. So, yeah, but that's not why I got detention. We, as seniors, were very upset that some of the underclassmen couldn't behave enough to have their lockers together. And seniors got to have first floor lockers because that was like, I don't know why that was cool or special, but we got to have first floor lockers.
Well, yeah.
And we were really mad that we were going to be required to spread out amongst the building and divide up the underclassmen so that they could behave better. So we ditched class, went to Menards, got some chain, and chained ourselves to the lockers in protest.
Wow.
And so we got
How long did that
Saturday
last?
detention.
How long did the protest last?
Oh, a good hour or two, probably.
Okay.
I mean, and we stopped and had breakfast at IHOP too.
Right.
But so yeah, we were, for the cause.
Did you help make a change?
No, we still had to move lockers. Yeah. And then the other detentions were usually uniform violations. Not the appropriate color blues or, trying to pass off dark blue jeans as navy blue pants or the wrong length shorts or things like that you would typically hear about in Catholic school.
So, Laura, what was your first job?
In high school, I nannied for a family with 3 kids.
Oh.
And the worst day on the job was when the middle child threw a hairbrush at the oldest child's head, and right as it was smacking the child in the head, I'm sorry, reverse that. The oldest child threw the hairbrush at the middle child's head. Right as it was smacking the child in the head, their dad walked in. And so it looked like utter chaos was happening, unfolding in the house. And that was fun. Perhaps why I don't have children. And then my first job after high school when I was 18 was at the Boathouse.
Oh, the
I
Boathouse.
waitressed. Yep. Learned how to make some really, really great Long Island iced teas.
Oh, nice.
A lot of fun nights there.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you ever served me.
I'm sure I probably did.
I mean, it's only 3 years ago, so.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
She's 18.
That's right.
Yeah, you just turned 21
Just a
recently.
baby. Just a baby.
So, Laura, did you go to prom?
I did go to prom.
Ooh.
My junior year, not my senior year.
Not your senior year.
Yeah.
Why not?
I can't remember. Oh, I was dating somebody older when I was a senior.
Oh.
And just didn't go.
No? Huh.
No.
Who were you dating? Do I know him?
His name was Chris. He went to Trump. Actually, he was probably
Chris Allen?
No.
Chris Allen?
Chris Allen's a really good friend of ours, though. We love Chris. We do love Chris. But
Chris
I did not
Allen,
date Chris.
the
Don't
executive
start that
director
rumor.
at the Kenosha History Center.
That's a bad rumor.
Yeah, he's
you
a great-
leave that off of this podcast. He has a very nice wife and a baby.
That was years ago. It's okay.
Yeah.
Gee. I'm going to have to go to confession.
Don't pee yourself.
All right. I think with that, we're going to take our very first break, and we'll be back with more with Laura Tyunaitis. And we're we're back with more with Ktown Connects with Laura Tyunaitis of Visit Kenosha.
And that's visitkenosha.com. And you can go check them out at their office, 652nd Street, Suite 140. Give them a call. Say hi to Jake, the weather guy. He'll be answering the phones there at 262-654-7307.
That's Jake, the customer service coordinator.
I'm sorry, Jake.
You call him Jake the receptionist?
No, customer service coordinator. He's got a very important job. He mails out all the visitor guides when somebody requests one on our website or by calling or by email. Jake will mail it to you first class.
And what is that email?
You can send it to info@visitkenosha.com.
I was going to call Jake something else, but I figured we better keep it PC here.
A wonderful young man.
Hey, let's take a look at what's happening this weekend of July 31st, which is my birthday, July 31st, and beyond in Kenosha. Get out of the house and enjoy this beautiful summer. What do we got on deck, Jason?
Well, the Tribute Island Dockside show kicks off. Runs this Friday through Sunday at the Wyndham Garden Hotel, featuring dozens of great tribute bands on multiple stages.
Wow.
For ticket info, visit haptoit.com.
You might even see me there.
Why is that? Are you a big tribute band guy?
Wait, yes, I am.
All right, cool.
I am. Hey, the Kenosha History Center is hosting a car show on Friday, July 30th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 220 51st Place on Simmons Island.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the Kenosha Kingfish have home games at Simmons Field all weekend long. Get out to a ball game. The season will be over before you know it.
Ain't that the truth? Play ball! And if you're a fan of the classic film Grease, bring the chairs, blankets, snacks, and bug spray out to Lincoln Park on Saturday night for a showing of the great musical.
And on Tuesday, August 3rd, get on down to the Penoyer Park Band Shell for Tuesdays at the Shell. When, guess who hits the stage? It's our friends.
Oh my God.
Dropping Daisies. That's Tuesday, August 3rd, and you might even hear them perform that great Ktown Connects theme song.
Wow, I gotta be there, Jason. And then on Thursday, August 5th, Megan Ruger takes the stage at PB&J, the concert series along Kenosha's lakefront. 2 shows that day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 p.m., and I believe she is playing 6 p.m.
Is there anything else, Laura, that we're missing a little after that?
Yeah, you obviously haven't been on visitkenosha.com lately. You're missing a few things coming up a little later in the summer. The Peachtree Music Festival at Penoyer Park is August 6th and 7th.
Great.
Bridget over at Peachtree Originals does a great job organizing that music-based event. The Kenosha County Fair is August 18th through the 22nd. Now, I'm a city girl, but when I go to the fair, it's like...
Yeehaw.
Yeah, right? Cows.
You put the straw hat on and you go out there.
I'm terrified of birds, but when you get to hold the little baby chicks, they're so cute. And then the Ren Fair happens all the way through Labor Day.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's always fun. I know we talked about the Ren Fair a little bit earlier, but that's always a good time. Huzzah!
Wow, and go to visitkenosha.com to find all these events and more.
And more, because we have an awesome event calendar.
Yeah.
So you just go on the website and just kind of punch up the dates that you're looking for?
You can filter by date. You can even save them to your calendar, like your iCal or your Google Calendar. You can forward them to friends. You can share them on your Facebook page or your Twitter account. You can even save events and attractions and build your own itinerary and print it out. And
if I see an event I like, will you come over to my house and write it on my calendar on my wall for me?
Just for you.
Thank you. Okay, all right. That's great service at Visit Kenosha.
You let me know. Just for you, Jason.
They always do great stuff at Visit Kenosha.
Because I don't know about the iCal.
Jake, the customer service coordinator, will.
All right. Wonderful.
Laura.
Donny.
How did you get involved with Visit Kenosha?
Okay, this is one of those dirt stories.
Ooh.
I was working at the Kenosha News at the time, and one of my jobs was to maintain the jobs.kenoshanews.com website. So I was responsible for logging all of the job inputs, when employers would call. Well, one of my former colleagues from the Visitors Bureau at the time called and said, we have a job that we'd like to list. And so I took down all the information and I posted it, and then I got off work for the day and immediately went home and applied for it. Because it was perfect. It was part sales. It was part marketing. It was all about Kenosha, which was what made me like the Kenosha News in the first place, but this was a little more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
how long was this? It was the Kenosha area
Convention and Visitors Bureau, which was a mouthful.
And when did that start?
1986.
Wow.
Which, if anybody's been following this conversation, is the same year that I was born, which does not make me or the Visitors Bureau 21. It makes us 35. And this year, as we celebrated our 35th anniversary, we thought it was time for a refresh. So we dumped the Convention and Visitors Bureau mouthful, got rid of the logos or the acronym soup, and went to just Visit Kenosha. It's a little easier to say, very concise. Yep. That's our mission. We want people to visit Kenosha.
Yeah, you don't need all that other blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's perfect. Visit Kenosha.
Yeah.
VisitKenosha.com.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah, so we spruced up our logo a little bit. It's very similar to our previous logo. We went back to a more true blue that looks a little more like the lake and less like 1986.
It's nice and sharp, yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited. That's been really fun. And then the website got a revamp, and so there's been lots of changes.
I just have to say, wonderful new-looking website. You have everything you could ever imagine on that website. And I'm just not tooting your own horn here when I say probably the best website I've ever seen.
Oh, geez.
I say, have you been to it?
Thank you.
Have you been to it?
Yeah, it's a great website.
All the information you ever need is on there.
The best, but we are really pleased with it. It's definitely the best site and the most functional that we've had.
Right. Everything you need to know about Kenosha is on visitkenosha.com.
We have a photo contest on our website.
Which are always
easy
fun.
to upload. We have a getaway giveaway contest every month that you can enter. We have really great sample itineraries if you're from out of town and you're looking for ideas about what you might be able to do in Kenosha.
The event calendar is fantastic.
Event calendar.
Everything.
Coupons with discounts. Lots of good stuff.
Great bios on all your partners.
Exactly. Lots of information about the nearly 150 locally owned and operated businesses that we represent. So that's attractions, restaurants, shops, museums, historical sites, events.
So how is Visit Kenosha funded?
So this is a question that we love to tell people about because we are not funded by local taxpayers.
Okay.
We just bring money to the community. So our shtick, to make it easy to remember, we say, is heads in beds. If we do our job effectively and promote the Kenosha area as a fun, friendly, affordable place to come spend your time and money, and people spend the night in hotels in one of our municipalities. We represent 3 of them that have the hotel tax ordinance, an overnight ordinance. That room tax fee goes back to that municipality, and about 90% of it comes to Visit Kenosha. The other 10% stays with the municipality to go to tourism-related things. That could be street improvements, parks, dog parks, benches, anything that could relate to a visitor experience. And so we bring money into the community, and that actually translates to like over $650 saved in taxes per household each year, roughly.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's not money coming out of your pocket. It's money staying in your pocket because we're bringing people in. So locals sometimes
these hotels are in Kenosha County?
We represent all of Kenosha County.
Okay, because there's not many hotels in the city of Kenosha.
Correct. So we represent all of Kenosha County with the exception of Pleasant Prairie. Pleasant Prairie started their own visitors bureau, and so they have their own representation for their hotel properties. We still represent businesses and attractions in Pleasant Prairie. The communities that have room tax ordinance that we represent are the city of Kenosha, the Village of Bristol, and Wheatland.
Okay. So can you describe like a typical day in the life of Laura at Visit Kenosha?
Yeah,
nobody wants to hear about that. There is no typical day. There really isn't. And that's true across the board in everybody's job in tourism. There is no typical day. Some days look like what the job description says on paper, where you know you're working on the blogs, working on the website, working on marketing plans, designing ads, and doing social media posts, dealing with ad reps like this Yahoo across the table here.
That's me.
That would be a very typical day. Then other days, you know, it might be leading up to an event weekend where, you know, you're schlepping 300 cases of water or moving a dozen 12 Days of Christmas art boards that are 6 feet wide, or, you know, going out to a store to get snacks for an army of volunteers, or picking up T-shirts for a crew who's going to be on your sponsored kickball team. Or then maybe it's event day and you're trudging through a mud lake in the middle of Harbor Park, or hauling trash when it's 110. People always seem to think that marketing and event planning is this really like glamorous thing. And it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not always glamorous.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
There is no typical day, though. Everything can be different.
So you have, 150 partners? Or?
Right about there, yeah.
Can you name them all right now in 30 seconds?
Oh, my gosh, in 30 seconds? Not in 30 seconds. I don't even think I could say 150 things in 30 seconds.
So we got to touch on one thing before we go to break. The Fun 101.
Yes.
What is the Fun 101?
Well, it's exactly what it sounds like, Jason. It's 101 things to do for $10 or less. So Fun 101 is basically a guide, a program schedule of things to do seasonally. So we put this list together twice a year. Actually, my pal Meredith puts it together. 101 things might sound like a lot, but really we always end up with more than that too. It's like, how are we going to narrow this down? So we'll group things together too. So we cheat. So it's really more than 101 things. But so for $10 or less, there's the whole point of what we do is when you vacation, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. And whether you're actually coming from far away and spending the night, or taking a day trip here, or being a tourist in your own town, you can have a lot of fun even on a small budget. Many of the things on the list are free even. And so we have this list twice a year, so spring, summer, fall, winter, of really fun things to do that are uniquely Kenosha. Some of them are food, some of them are events, some of them are attractions, and it really is just sort of a nice guide to experiencing our community. We started it in June of 2010. And it kind of started out as just a blog. Meredith was writing, actually, no, it wasn't a blog. It was a Smart Reader article, I think.
Oh, back then?
Yeah, or an Action magazine column or something along those lines. Meredith was putting something together for print. And came up with this idea. Let's do 101 things. And then it kind of turned into, okay, well, let's put it on the blog. Let's print it as a brochure for the season.
Oh, very nice. It just blossomed from there.
Just continued. And people love it. And
it's a huge success.
Yeah.
Many people try to copy it, but you guys are the number one. 101.
Yeah, and it's fun to see what other people would add.
Right.
What would you put on your list?
Right.
Tell us.
Ktown Connects podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Or can you get through all 101 things in a season?
That's the fun thing. What are some of the things on this one this year?
And I didn't even bring one with me, but like things like the streetcar are always on there. Music at the band shell in the summer. A garbage plate at Frank's. I think you can do a quarter or half for less than $10. In the winter,
Kingfish game, I'm assuming?
A Kingfish game, I'm sure. Certain pottery painting pieces at Alpaca. I'm trying to think what else is on the current one. Some of the special events, a lot of the free concerts, peanut butter and jam.
Yep.
Dog parks.
Yeah.
Good things.
We're going to get that dog park in downtown Kenosha sooner than later.
Yeah, we're going to tell somebody.
Well, sure. I think it's great. One thing I like to try to do like every couple months or so is kind of like pretend I'm a tourist. And go out on the town and do things that, like a tourist would do. Go down to the Southport Museum and spend the day doing things. Like go to a different restaurant you've never been to and have lunch there. Go down to the lighthouse and do this, and go to the museum or something like that. And just pretend like, I'm from out of town. What would I do if I was from out of town?
Yeah.
And it's better than sitting around at home or sitting in your local bar.
Unless that local bars, Union Park Tavern or Lucci's Grandview.
But
that's good for a day too. But sometimes you got to go out and explore a little bit.
Having grown up here, we all heard the, nowhere, or there's nothing to do, which is garbage. If you think there's nothing to do, you're not looking hard.
Yeah, exactly.
There is so much. We have this conversation all the time, right? There's so much going on in this town. It is crazy.
You see a lot of people that say some event goes on, just like Tribute Island or something like that. They go, I didn't even know that was going on. I'm like, you need to get a little in tune with things then. Come on, man.
Just look it up. Go to visitkenosha.com and find out what's going on.
Listen to the radio or listen to
there's 1,000 ways you can find out about things.
Yep.
Facebook, for goodness sakes. Everybody's got a Facebook page. Come on. And it's everywhere. And there's always something going on every night of the week. In the summer, every night of the week, there's a free outdoor concert.
Right. Yeah. There's something going on.
Our museums are free. Those are on Fun 101. literally, there's so much to enjoy.
Yeah, and a really decent budget too.
It's
public art. Go enjoy the public art.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lemon Street.
Yeah.
Just soak up the artwork there.
Exactly. We have so many great galleries. We have so many great murals. The sculpture walk down at Harbor Park. There's just really,
so good. There's just so much
disc
to do.
golf. Grab a Frisbee. What does that cost you? $1 at Dick's Sporting Goods?
Go to Boundless Adventures.
I sound like my dad. What does it cost you? $1? Everything costs $1.
My disc is still in the lagoon at Lincoln Park.
Well, you could, jump in, go find it.
Yeah, there's so much to do in this.
Yeah.
This is such a great town and such a great community.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, we really do have more than a lot. I mean, I've gone other places. We have a lot
probably
more.
have 1,000 101 things to do.
I mean, yeah, if we didn't want to change it all the time, we could just make one perpetual evergreen list. So, Jason, you're a fan of the Southport Light Station Museum?
For sure.
Have you climbed the lighthouse?
I have.
Do you know how many steps go to the top?
72.
Ooh, way to go, Donny.
Wow. I did not count them.
No?
But
I did because I was scared.
Oh, I thought it was great. It was cool.
Do people always turn around and ask you questions on your podcast?
No, not really.
This
I kind of like it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a whole new adventure.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. Huh. Hey, I got to mention Dennis.
Dennis, our fearless
he was
leader.
supposed to be here. Yes, your leader, but he chickened out and hopped on a flight right away to
He
Colorado.
didn't even hop on a flight. He got in his car and drove.
He said, I cannot be on that Ktown Connects podcast. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
But he's the leader. I mean,
He is. Dennis is our president.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit about Dennis. Let's give him a little plug here.
So Dennis is the best kind of leader in that he's an idea guy. He listens to other people's ideas and concerns. He takes it all in and then figures out how we're going to pay for it and lets everybody do their job.
Nice.
And so we really appreciate that about him. And he, the rest of us in the office are like really high strung.
He's always so laid back.
He's so chill. And
Yeah.
it's such a good balance. Chris Jensen in our office, our sports development director, he's really chill too, which is good. Working with the sports teams and planning and bringing those events in,
Oh, wow.
having that even keel attitude is really, really helpful. Those of us on the marketing team need to be a little amped up, but working with event planners and taking care of the budget and the board members, the boys are super chill.
So how many people are in your staff at Visit Kenosha?
So we have 6 full-time employees. So
Okay.
it's Dennis, Meredith, myself, Chris. I'm going in order of the offices here. Jake, and then Eva out at the I-94 Center. And then we have 4 part-time employees at the I-94 Center that help staff there and provide information to travelers coming in at that rest stop.
Nice.
Quite a nice family then.
Yeah.
And you've all been there quite a while, so you're a big family.
I think our newest employee has been with us for 5 years now. Dennis is going on 25 years.
Wow.
Meredith's at 21. I'm 13. Eva's 13.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a pretty solid team. It's a good group of people.
Great team. We really love you guys at Visit Kenosha. So that's visitkenosha.com. You can stop into their office at 652nd Street, Suite 140. Give them a call and ask Jake any question about Kenosha. Give them a call at 262-654-7307. That's visitkenosha.com. A great new website. I think with that, we're going to take a break and we'll be back with Quick Connects.
Right.
Ooh.
This Friday, get on down to Union Park Tavern, 4520 8th Avenue, for their famous fish fry, voted best in Kenosha for the last 9 years.
But that's not all. Union Park Tavern is now serving up great food 7 days a week, including their weekend brunches starting at 8 a.m.
And if you enjoy live music, they have you covered there as well, with open mic night, piano jams, karaoke, and some of the greatest local and regional acts.
Also, be sure to check out their beer garden, one of the best kept secrets in town.
That's Union Park Tavern, located at 4520 8th Avenue. It's a different world out there, and you need your business to stand out above the rest.
To achieve that great online presence, contact Matt at Bluehorn Digital. Matt and his crew are Kenosha-based Drupal and e-commerce consultants ready to deliver your web publication needs. Bluehorn Digital is committed to funding open source software association for sustainable community growth.
To find out more, visit their website at bluehorn.digital.
All right, we're back from that great break where Donny got to empty his bladder.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're having a couple White Claws here, just enjoying ourselves.
There's no rules when you're drinking White Claws.
Is that how it goes?
Yes.
No laws.
Oh,
no laws with the claws.
Rhymes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
No rules when you got the blues. That doesn't even really rhyme very well either, though.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
But coming up next is our Quick Connects. And Quick Connects is brought to you by CarBox, 1750 22nd Avenue.
Hey, are you bored with that tired old car of yours?
Ready to upgrade to something new and fresh?
Well, stop by CarBox, located at 1750 22nd Avenue, and see what they have.
They might not have the thousands of cars that some of the big lots do, but they have a wide selection of vehicles and offer the best customer service in the Kenosha area.
Featuring great cars for all family types, they have the deals you want and desperately need.
Wow. Be sure to follow them on Facebook for their hilarious videos and posts. That's CarBox, located on Kenosha's north side at 1750 22nd Avenue.
Are you ready for the Quick Connects here, Laura?
Yeah.
All right, favorite Kenosha event? I know it's a toss-up. You got so many.
Museum Crawl.
Ah, that is a fun one.
Is that happening this year?
It did not happen in 2020, and it won't happen in 2021, but we're hoping to bring it back in 2022.
Oh,
Okay.
wonderful, wonderful news.
Drink beer and wine at the museums and throw horseshoes off the second story balcony.
Oh,
Heck
that's
yeah.
fun, yeah.
I love that.
Who is your favorite famous Kenoshan?
Ooh. Well, it's not that Donny Stancato.
No.
He peed his pants in the church. Jeez. Al from Happy Days.
Wow, good
I
old
like
Al.
that. For tasting more, it's encore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. I always got to throw that encore plug in for him.
Okay.
Just happy. Happy and fun.
Yeah.
That's what we're about.
I like that.
He was a really clean guy, too. He didn't do any roles that required swearing or anything like that. He wanted to have a clean image while in all his acting roles.
He did he was a great actor.
Yeah.
He was. Favorite local place to see a band?
Ooh, I like all the outdoor concerts. I really do. I like going over to Anderson for Twilight Jazz. I think that's a really fun vibe with the lake in the background. I love peanut butter and jam with my godson. And like I said, I grew up going to the band shell, so Pop's concerts, and I kind of like sometimes having that, a little more quiet and, people like side-eyeing you if you're too loud and rowdy at the Pop's concerts. Like sometimes you just want to go enjoy the music and hang out.
Yeah. What's your favorite park in Kenosha?
My favorite park. Well, I grew up by Southport Park, and that was always a favorite. And back when I grew up there was like that inlet that had you could swim, and now it's all dried up because of how they built rocks to kind of protect the shoreline.
Oh, okay.
And so, but it was a really cool swimming area when I was a kid. But I also really like the Dream Playground. My godson loves going there.
Don't you want to climb that stuff too?
I do.
Yeah,
Am I not supposed to?
I want to so bad.
I know.
Why don't you? Wait a minute. Am I
You
not
could
supposed
probably
to?
get away with it, but
it's all
I
ages
couldn't.
and abilities, and I have some abilities, and I'm of an age.
I know. I always just want to go there when there's no kids there. But
Wait, why can't I play?
You can.
Seriously, am I not supposed to be climbing on the playground? We tell people that they can climb on the playground.
I mean, you probably could. Maybe if I bring a kid with me, I could get away with it.
Right.
If I'm there by myself,
if you're by yourself, then it might look a little weird. You probably should bring a kid, but make sure it's a kid Don't just kidnap a kid.
Hey, kid, let's go to the park. Come on.
I am looking for a babysitter.
I got a 6-pack. Let's go.
All right, here's a tough one for you. Ready for this one? Favorite museum in Kenosha? I know we have 5 great museums.
I feel like I'm going to be in trouble no matter what I say.
Yes,
either
that's why I asked the
Meredith,
question.
who's the Kenosha History Center board member, or my mom, who's the interim director at the Kenosha Public Museums. So I will just fess up and say that my favorite is the Dinosaur Discovery Museum because I love dinosaurs, especially a Tyrannosaurus Rex, because people think my last name looks like Tyrannosaurus, and because that was the original Kenosha Public Museum when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I got to be the museum mascot when that was the original museum.
Oh.
I've been all 3 museum mascots for the record.
Oh, wow.
I've also been Mr. Jelly Belly.
That didn't show up in the Google search I did on you.
It's on my LinkedIn profile.
What is the last great meal you had in Kenosha?
I ate some seriously delicious cauliflower tacos at La Fogata 2 days ago.
Oh.
Cauliflower tacos.
I've never had a bad meal in Kenosha, and I'm not just saying that because I love my job and my partners, but because I only eat at partner places and locally owned places, it's always delicious.
Yes. I can concur on that La Fagata. I was just there yesterday.
Love La Fagata.
And I got the fish tacos, and they were fantastic.
The burrito tacos are really good too. Super good.
That might fall into my next question here, which is where can I get the best burrito in Kenosha?
Ooh, yeah. I think La Fagata's right up there. I do like Iguanawana too, though.
I had them a couple weeks ago. They were really good. They had a beautiful porch out there.
That patio
you
out
sit
there
there and
is
watch
so
construction
fun.
out there. It was great.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend that lives out in the county, and so sometimes we meet out that way, and it's just nice. And their tequila on tap, it's nice and cold. And
oh, really?
it's dangerous. Don't do it.
They have the tequila sampler there as well.
Yeah, they've got good stuff. Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to go there after the show?
Yeah, sign me up.
When was the last time you rode the streetcar?
Last week we took friends of ours from McHenry were in town, and we went to Bristol 45 Diner for lunch, and the kids had the unicorn pancakes for lunch, which actually have a ice cream cone as the horn, so you get pancakes and ice cream. And then they wanted to go ride the streetcar, so we went from the county to the streetcar, which was fantastic, and I feel like that's a really good way to spend the day.
Yeah, for sure. Which now closed Kenosha business do you wish you could bring back?
Oh, well, now definitely Jack Andrea. Meredith and I would have lunch there like 3 times a week and would shop, and I would get everybody's gifts there. That's definitely one on my list. Also, Paparazzi. Do you remember Paparazzi?
It was where the buzz was.
Yeah. They did my wedding invitations, and I really loved that store. I really liked
owners too.
Yeah, Joyce and what was her name?
Was it Nikki? I don't remember.
Joyce, and I can't remember her name. But they did my wedding invitations, and they always had the cutest like notebooks and stationery, and I just love snail mail and Crocs. On the north side, do you remember the Supper Club Crocs?
I do not.
Kind of like Sheridan Road, just north of Carthage. It's by Cortese's now, kind of.
Okay.
And they had really good food. It was we used to go there for special events as a family. And this is going to sound so stupid that we went to that this is one of the things I remember. But they would put ranch dressing dry mix in their cottage cheese as part of their like relish tray. Yeah. And I still do that at home now because it was so stinking good.
All right. Well, I got to ask this question then. Ranch with your pizza?
No, not really.
No? Okay.
I'm
not really. Okay.
No, not really. I mean, like if it's on the pizza, like as a specialty pizza, I'll do it.
You don't dip it in?
No, my husband's totally into like specialty pizzas, and he'll try just about anything.
Okay.
I'm kind of a purist.
Oh, okay. All right.
Except pineapple. I love pepperoni and pineapple, which I'm sure will make me lose some friends.
I think pineapple on pizza is the best.
I think it has its time. Yeah.
Not all the time, but
sometimes once in a while, it has a little fun.
I could eat pineapple every day, any day.
All right, Laura, in which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money?
Ooh.
You don't seem like a big drinker, so I don't know.
Well, when you get all of your drinking out of the way in the 5 times you turn 21. I used to bartend at Gordo's, which is now that Red Zone.
Oh, yes.
But that doesn't necessarily mean I spent the most money there.
I'm intrigued that you were a bartender. I did not know that.
Oh, it was fun.
Wow.
Yeah. Where did I spend the most money? Actually, you know where I spent the most money? This is easy. I also worked at Stonewall Grill, which is now Kaiser's. And we used to go to Pier 57 right next door.
Oh, and that's how I know you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably where I spent the most money.
That Pier 57 bar
which means I spent a lot of money there because everything was dirt cheap.
That place was a hot spot for a hot minute, so to speak.
And Pazzo, we did martini nights at Pazzo. I mean, that was fun.
Pier 57, that was
a hole in the wall.
Yeah,
a hole in the wall.
Yeah, wow. It's not even a bar anymore. Now it's part of Kaiser's, right?
I used to go there and play that Puddle of Mud album. You remember when Puddle of Mud was a popular band? They did a song.
We used to play the Black Eyed Peas, my hump.
My
hump.
I worked there briefly for a little while.
At the Humps?
At Pier 57.
Oh, really? That's how I know you.
Back in 2005.
Wow.
That was the time we were there. That's scary.
All right, what was your worst job ever?
Oh, I don't think I can say this.
Yeah, you can. Unless they're a partner.
No, they're not a partner.
Oh, okay.
And we don't work with them for any events. I guess I can say this. I worked at AAA Tent Masters for less than a month. And I didn't work at their Kenosha location. I worked for their Illinois location. I don't know, was it Gurney or whatever? And I drove down there for a few weeks. And it was just so not organized. And I was thinking like, oh, this will be great. I'll work in events and this will be a good start. I was there when I was in college at Carthage. And it was just a nightmare. And I remember thinking, I don't want to do events. I don't want to, like my mom had to talk me off a ledge. Like, no, that's not how this works. It's going to be fine. But it was just, and it wasn't that they were bad people or anything. It was just not organized. And I don't function in that environment.
Big Star or the Spot?
Both. This is a real problem in our house. My dad grew up on the north side, but we grew up on the south side. Mm-hmm. So we always did Big Star because that was like dad's childhood memories, but then like proximity to home growing up was the Spot. So we've done both. And my husband grew up on the south side, and they always grew up on the south side. Like his family was south side and did the Spot. And so like this becomes a point of contention in our family. So we've agreed that we have to hit each one an equal number of times throughout the season. We're also a house divided with Bears Packers rivalry, or family divided. And we have one Vikings fan.
Yuck.
So, geez.
And that was Quick Connects, which is brought to you by
CarBox, located at 1750 22nd Avenue.
And what time is it now?
Ring, 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 ding, ding, ding. It's trivia time, and it's brought to you by Lucci's Grandview Tavern.
Hey, Donnie, do you know how Lucci's Grandview got their name?
Well, Jason, they are owned by the Lucci family.
No, I mean the Grandview part.
For sure. Lucci's Grandview is located at 6929 39th Avenue. And prior to 1926, 39th Avenue was known as Grandview Avenue.
Wow, how interesting. And for a cold drink and good conversation, stop by Lucci's Grandview. This family-owned and operated bar will serve up some great memories.
Follow them on Facebook to find out about their upcoming specials like Bingo Night, Trivia Night, live entertainment, and karaoke.
That's Lucci's Grandview, located on the old Grandview Avenue at 6929 39th Avenue.
All right, you ready for a trivia there, Laura?
Yep.
I think we got through that.
Sure am.
All right, so we've been trying new things this season.
We've been trying new trivia.
And you picked up a game called I Should Have Known That.
Right. We're going to do some new trivia because like we talked about, coming up with trivia questions for some of our guests, a little difficult.
Well, it's difficult when you have your third pizza owner on. You have to come up with different pizza questions.
Right.
That's what it kind of came down to. That we don't want to recycle stuff.
And we don't want to do too much work.
And you couldn't ask me Kenosha questions because I'd know them.
Right. Exactly.
So we have I Should Have Known That. So we have 4 questions for each of you. Donnie and Laura, and we're going to try something. Donnie might have looked over this.
I did not look at any of them. You opened
You're
it.
a cheater. I'm going to be real mad.
If I was a cheater, I would have won every time.
Was this a sealed deck?
It was sealed, but I think you could have bought 2 and opened one.
I'm cheap. That was like $15. I would not have bought 2. All right. And I care about the Ktown Connects podcast.
He's going to owe me some mojos if he cheats.
Thin cut mojos.
Fine.
All right. So let's see. Question number 1 for Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. All right. I followed this one. In what year was the State of Israel established?
1957.
You're close, but wrong. It's 1948.
So close.
Laura, here's your first question. What animal is Stephen King's terrifying Cujo?
A St. Bernard.
Oh!
You are right. Look at that. Laura's up 1-0.
Wow.
Donnie?
Yep.
If a stock increases 10% and the next day falls 10%, is the stock unchanged in value?
No.
You are correct.
Well, I did make some money on that AMC stock.
Oh. They've been out of business for years, dude. American Motors?
No. No, the entertainment.
Oh, the only AMC in Kenosha is American Motors Corporation.
You're right. This is the Ktown Connects podcast.
So,
you're right.
Yeah.
Get with it.
Yeah. I'm canceled.
Okay. These are like...
You'd have to do something way worse to get canceled.
That's true. That's a good point.
Like support a pedophile food truck?
There it is! I baited.
Thank you.
I had to.
I'll see you at the Swedish American Club.
Yeah.
There it is.
Laura, here's your second question. What is the name of the Japanese art of folding paper into three-dimensional objects?
What is origami?
Yes, so you didn't say what is, but yeah, you're correct. Good job. All right, 2-1.
All right.
Donnie, number 3. Who was the founding father of psychoanalysis?
Psycho Sid.
No, it is close. Sigmund Freud.
That was his nickname. I think you should give it to him.
If you would have said Psycho Sig, I might have taken it.
Okay.
But you said Psycho Sig.
Some people had like a speech impediment and couldn't say his name right. I think you should give it to him.
I was going for the wrestler. Shout out to Ben Tregrosi.
All right, Laura, number 3. Now you went to church school, so you should know this.
Church school.
How did
not a nun?
How did the biblical Judas die?
Ooh. He killed himself.
I need you to be a little more specific.
He
tried to eat the body of Jesus Christ.
No. He betrayed Jesus and then he
felt bad.
He felt bad and went into the garden and I don't know. He stoned his eyes out. I don't know.
Nope. The ladies said he was hung, and they were right.
Oh, man.
All right, Donnie, last one for you.
All right, let's see if I can. What's the score?
2-1.
Okay.
Maybe that was one of the classes I skipped.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
I'm going to tie it up here.
All right, Donnie. This is a 2-parter.
Oh.
Route 66 begins and ends in what 2 cities?
Arizona. That's not a city. That's a state. I don't know.
You don't know one of them?
No.
I mean, one of them is Chicago.
Oh.
Chicago and Los Angeles.
Oh. Well, I didn't know.
So, Laura, you're up. And here's your final question. What expensive mushrooms are found with the help of specially trained dogs and pigs?
Oh, I know this, but it's on the truffles.
Yes, you're right. And Laura wins the trivia. She wins a free cup of coffee from Common Grounds.
Hey, that's a pretty cool prize.
Located just east of
where your office
the Visit Kenosha office.
I've seen that place before.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right.
Common Grounds, great coffee right over there. Just walk right on over, get your free coffee.
Delicious.
Or maybe I could give this to Donny so the next time I text him and tell him to bring me coffee,
right,
he could just fetch me free coffee.
Walk it right over to you. That's right.
Okay, and you can find all the information at visitkenosha.com for everything you're looking for that's going on around here.
Yeah, they have Kenosha on lockdown. They have everything ready for you at their website, visitkenosha.com.
Hashtag Kenosha Fun.
Yes.
If you have any questions, we love talking to people. We love emailing. You can Facebook
I didn't gather that from you that you like to talk.
You're such a jerk. How rude. No, seriously, we love customizing for people. So
awesome.
We'll go visit them at 652nd Street, Suite 140. Give them a call, 262-654-7307, and that's visitkenosha.com.
All right.
I'm from Kenosha.
There we go.
See, I'll do my own thing.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And let's thank our great sponsors one last time. Faded Barbershop for Men.
Captain Mike's.
The Downtowner Saloon.
Lulu Birds.
Union Park Tavern.
Bluehorn Digital.
Hey, CarBox, baby.
Lucci's Grandview.
The Lettering Machine.
Common Grounds.
And, of course, Luigi's Pizza Kitchen.
All right. Well, that does another episode.
It was a fantastic episode. Thank you, Laura, from Visit Kenosha, for coming in. That was so much fun.
Thanks for having me. I'm sorry that my colleagues didn't come.
Well, that's all right, because I paid you $300 to come on the show, and they were like, we want more than that.
Yeah, they do go at a higher rate because they've been at the Bureau longer.
Right.
Once you hit 20 years, there's a higher fee.
Right. And I'll get that to you right away.
I'm sure you will.
Right. Yes. Well, thank you so much. Anything you want to add before we go?
No, we love the Ktown Connects podcast. Thanks for supporting local.
Thank you. That's what we do here. And you know what?
So, Donnie, what are we doing here?
We are connecting Kenosha.
I'm from Kenosha. I say Kenosha, that great big busy town. Right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor and the San Francisco Bay. I'm from Kenosha, say Kenosha, that great big busy town. Right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor
You're going to be so sad you asked me to come here today.